This presentation is for current junior students who will be seniors next year. We will go over all the information needed for you to make your course selections for your senior year using PowerSchool. And yes, this is the last time you'll ever have to do this here at Fenton. Let's begin with English. You must choose either two one semester electives or a full year of English or of AP English 4. AP English 4, British Lit, and 20th Century Literature are recommended for students planning to apply to 4-year colleges next year. Other semester-long options are Acting, Theater, Film and Media Analysis 1 and 2, Lifestyles and Literature, Creative Writing, or Science Fiction. If you want to know more information about any of these courses, you can go to our Course Finder website for full descriptions. For math, it all depends on the course that you have this year that will determine what you will continue on to next year. So if you're currently in Algebra 2, you will continue on to Pre-Calculus or AP Stats. If you're currently in Pre-Calculus, then your options are AP Stats or AP Calculus A and B. If you have any questions about the course sequence, please see your counselor or talk to your current math teacher. For PE, you can choose the same class for the entire year or two different classes. So the same options you had available for you your junior year, you will continue to have your senior year. If you're interested in 0 hour, the only options are team sports. And if you are interested in 0 hour, you must select team sports A with E in parentheses or team sports B with E in parentheses. 0 hour enrollment is not guaranteed due to limited availability. And keep in mind, if you do select Adventure Education, there is a $30 fee per semester. Also, if you're interested in being a PE leader, you must still choose the PE class that you want to be in case being a PE leader does not work out. Student leaders will be determined at the start of each semester. Also, if you are thinking about using a PE waiver, you can click on this link to find out if you qualify and to get access to the form needed. For science, in general, most 4-year colleges require 3 to 4 years of high school science. Your options next year are listed here. If you want to know more information about the courses that are listed here, please see our course finder for full descriptions. Most of you have completed your 3-year requirements of social studies. However, there are some electives you can still select within the social studies department. 1 semester of criminal justice, military history, or a full year course of AP psychology or AP United States government and politics. For consumer education, if you have not completed your consumer education requirement, you will have to do so next year by either selecting 1 semester of consumer ed, 1 semester of independent living, or 1 semester of AP macroeconomics. If you want to find out more information about all the electives that are offered here at Fenton, you can select or you can go to our Course Finder website to read a full description. If you have not completed any years of world language, keep in mind that there are many colleges that require 2 years, some that require 1 year, but it is not a requirement to graduate from Fenton. Other electives offered through Applied Tech, Art, Business, English, Family and Consumer Science, Music, and Social Studies are all listed in our curriculum guide. If you are still interested in going to TCD for your senior year, keep in mind that it takes 3 periods out of your school day. If you have any questions about TCD, please see your counselor. Are you thinking about taking an AP course? Why are AP courses beneficial? Well, they allow you to stand out in college admissions, earn college credit, build college readiness skills, and experience college level coursework in a supportive environment. There are some merged or combined courses for next year. 2D Art Drawing 1 and Painting 1 will now be 2D Design 1. Drawing 2, Painting 2 will now be 2D Design 2. Jewelry 1, Pottery 1, Sculpture 1 will now be 3D Design 1. Jewelry 2, Pottery 2, Sculpture 2 will now be 3D Design 2. Students that have taken or will be taking Drawing 1, Painting 1, or 2D Art this year can take 2D Design 2 next year. Students that have taken or will be taking Jewelry 1, Pottery 1, or Sculpture 1 this year can take 3D Design 2 next year. Here are some new courses that will be offered next year. And again, you can go to our Course Finder website to read a full description. Accelerated Chemistry, APR History, Applied Digital Skills, Leadership for Life, and Foundations of Scientific Research. So here are some important dates to keep in mind. The PowerSchool course selection portal will become available to you December 10th, at which point in time you can begin making your course selections for next year. Between January 16th and January 31st, counselors will meet individually with students during Bison time to correct, modify, finalize, and approve course selections. The portal will close to students on January 31st, at which point in time you can still make changes, but they will have to go through your counselor. Between January 31st and February 12th, you can still make changes without any limitations. Between February 12th and May 17th, you can still make changes based on course availability. After May 17th, you will no longer be able to make any changes to your schedule. So please refer back to this slide if you have any questions about the timeline. Some helpful directions and tips. If you have been recommended for a course by a teacher, you can see those recommendations under the alert column in the portal. If you feel that there is an error with a recommendation, please contact your counselor or your current teacher in that subject area. So a typical schedule with 7 classes and a lunch will equal 14 credits. If you have 7 classes, a lunch, and 0-hour semesters, you will be selecting 16 credits. Full year classes, you will need to choose both A for first semester and B for second semester. Please check prerequisites in our curriculum guide to make sure you qualify for the courses you're interested in. And once again, if you have any questions, please ask your counselor. So let's go and take a look at how to access your course request portal using PowerSchool. So once you log into your PowerSchool, you will see a class registration link on the left-hand side. Once you click on that link, it will take you to the main class registration page where it's broken down by subject. Once you click on the little paper pencil icon on the right-hand side, you will see the different options available for you for that subject. So once again, select up to 14 credits if you have a regular schedule, or 16 credits if you plan on having 0 hour. The key thing is to make sure you hit the blue submit button on the bottom right-hand corner to save your selections. Once you make that submission, it is not permanent. You can always go back and make any changes that you might want to make. So please don't worry about making mistakes. Your counselor will be meeting with you to verify that you have the right courses. As far as course recommendations, something that's new this year, for each subject, you will be able to click on alerts to see if you have been recommended to any course by a teacher or a counselor. Going over some forms that are needed for different classes. If you are interested in being a lab aide, you can access the form here for a lab aide. If you want to enroll in TCD, please see your counselor. For PE exemption waivers, please see the guidelines by clicking on this link, or you can see your counselor for a form. And if you are thinking about early graduation, please have that discussion when you meet with your counselor. The earlier we know, the better we can plan for you to graduate early next year. If you have any questions about any of the courses, you can go to our Fenton Course Finder website. This website contains course descriptions, prerequisites, and common course sequences and career pathways. Some information to keep in mind about SAT and ACT. Here are some different dates that are still to come this year and going into information that you will need for next year. If you have any questions about any of this information, please see your counselor, or you can ask our college career counselor, Mrs. Georgiakis.